Okay, hey, welcome to the Halyard Kitchen. Tonight we are making cheeseburgers with French fries. Good. Okay, tonight we're making cheeseburgers with French fries, American classic. And usually our first step is to wash our hands, and we are gonna wash our hands, but we have to make the French fries, and those are gonna go in the oven. So our first step actually is to preheat our oven. And my French fries call for the oven to be at 425 degrees. So I'm gonna preheat my oven now, so it's ready when I get to that step. So I'm gonna hit, on my oven, I'm gonna hit bake, and then I'm gonna put the temperature up, 4, 2, 5, and hit start. And that's gonna preheat while we get everything going here, okay? But true to form, the first thing we're gonna do now, we're gonna wash our hands. So let me do that. All right, so I'm gonna run through the ingredients you're gonna need to make this meal, and then I'll run through the utensils you need to make this meal, and then we'll go step by step through the meal itself. First, let's start with the ingredients you're gonna need. We are making burgers and French fries. There are other things that go with this. So let me start with the first thing I got these pre-made burger patties. It just makes life a lot easier. You can buy them at the store. They're already made and ready to go. You can make your own patties too, and that's fine too, but these are nice and easy to work without getting your hands that dirty. So I got these patties. You're gonna need some burgers for your burgers. You can get beef burgers, which I have here, or you can get like turkey burgers, or even veggie burgers could work if you want to use them. Also, they make ground chicken you can make burgers out of, but anyway, we're going with the traditional beef burger. And so then the next thing you'll need, of course, is French fries. There's lots of frozen French fries in the freezer aisle, and they all have different styles and cuts. They're all basically the same thing though, and so we'll need a bag of French fries for this. And then you need some sliced cheese. I have cheddar cheese in slices. You can use deli slices or American cheese, whatever cheese you like, but I have slices of cheddar cheese. And then we're gonna need some hamburger rolls. I have some bulky rolls here that'll work out just fine for my burgers. A few other cooking items we're gonna need is we're gonna need some non-stick spray. We're gonna make our French fries not stick to the aluminum foil, so we'll need that. And then finally, you're gonna need a little salt and pepper. Mine's the grinding kind. You can just, the regular sprinkle kind's fine too, but we're gonna put this onto our burgers. So these are the ingredients you'll need. Organize it here. You'll need these items to make this meal. So gather what you need. Come right down on top of them. Come right down on top. Gather what you need to make this meal. And when you have what you need, we'll get started. Okay, all right, so let's look at the utensils you're gonna need for this. Put these things aside. Okay, utensils you're gonna need for this meal is you're gonna need a couple of pot holders. We're gonna be using hot pots and pans, and so you'll need some pot holders for this meal. You're gonna need a frying pan of some kind to make your burgers in, and so there's my frying pan. All right. You're gonna need some aluminum foil to line your baking sheet with for your French fries. I'm just trying to find my space here. You'll need a spatula to turn your burgers with. And finally, you're gonna need a baking sheet to make your French fries in. So these are the utensils you're gonna need to make this meal. Let me see, I'm gonna stack this one in here and this one in here and that one. These guys can go in there. So that these are the things you're gonna need to get. Come on, right down. Okay, when you have these utensils, okay, and you have these utensils pulled together, we're ready to go. So let's do it. Let's make some burgers and French fries. All right. So we're gonna get to the burgers momentarily. The first thing we need to do is get our French fries cooking. The French fries are gonna take longer to cook than the burgers are. So we already have the oven preheating, and we gotta get the French fries on the tray. So when our oven is ready, we can put these right in. So we're gonna need the sheet pan, we're gonna need the olive oil spray, we're gonna need the aluminum foil, and then finally, we're gonna need the French fries, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our aluminum foil and we're gonna line our sheet pan with that. You can find the end of it, okay? These things can be frustrating. So pull it out, kind of bigger than our sheet pan, all right? And what I find is good is you kind of turn it sideways and then pull on one side of it, and there it kind of rips off nice if you're lucky. It can be a little more tricky than that, but that one went really well, okay? Now I have my aluminum foil down on my sheet pan, and I'm gonna spray my sheet pan with my nonstick spray. All right. There we go. Sprayed the sheet pan with nonstick spray. Now, I am making this meal for about 2 people. And so we need to make enough French fries. Now this is a full bag of French fries. This is enough for like 5 or 6 people really. And I don't need that much. So I'm gonna use about half of this bag of French fries. Let's see what that looks like. Tear it open here. Okay. And let's see, I'm gonna pour out, I'm holding onto the bag, I'm gonna pour out about half. And that's, I have half still in the bag, I put half on the sheet tray. And now, this should be enough. Let's say it's like 2 servings of French fries, one for one person, one for another person. But we'll spread them out of the sheet pan. Okay, and then they are ready to go when our oven is preheated. And the rest of the French fries, I'm going to crinkle up. I can put these back in the freezer for another meal. Okay. All right. Now, this is waiting for my oven to preheat. So I'm just going to take this tray, I'm going to put it over near my oven now. That's all set. You don't have to come with me, that's fine. Okay? And I'm going to put my pot holders over there with it because I'll need those when the time comes. Okay. And my aluminum foil, I'm done with that, so I can put it away. Okay. So now, the next step is cooking my burgers. And I'm going to make 2 burgers tonight. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my cooker out here so you can see what I'm doing right up front. All right. I am going to get a sharp knife now, just to open my burger up here. Actually, let me do this. Let me get my frying pan on the burner here. Let me put this frying pan on the burner. And then I'm going to turn my burner on. I'm going to turn the burner up to medium high. Probably like if you have a traditional stove top burner, probably like 8 or 9 on the dial. Okay? And so I'm going to put that on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to then put this over here. Okay. A few things happening at once now. That's warming up for me. My stove just beeped, which means it's preheated. The oven's ready for me to put the French fries in. So come on around here. And I'm going to put one little oven mitt on. Hold my tray. I'm gonna open this up and put that in on the center rack. Okay. Now my bag said to cook these French fries for 23 minutes. So I'm gonna set my timer now. Timer 23. Good. Okay, so that's gonna cook my French fries in 23 minutes. While that's happening, I'm gonna pay attention to my stovetop where I'm cooking my burgers. All right. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some salt and pepper on my burgers. So I'm gonna open up my one down here. Just gonna open this up. Okay. And I'm gonna take out 2 burger patties. 1. Throw that away. And 2. Okay. Throw that away. Okay. All right. Now this knife is dirty. That's the sink. I'm gonna rinse off my hands a little bit because I got some burger juice on there. All right. I'll probably get a little more on, but that's okay. Keeping my hands clean. All right. And this is when we're gonna use our salt and pepper. Okay. And like I said, if you just have regular salt and pepper, you can sprinkle it right on. But mine is the the kind of grinder style. So I'm gonna put a little pepper on there on one, and a little pepper on the other one. Okay. And then a little dash of salt on there as well. Okay. Now my salt and pepper are done. I can put that away. Now, I am ready to put my burgers into my frying pan to cook. Now, I don't want them to stick, so I'm going to use a little bit of that non-stick spray to spray on my pan so they don't stick to it when they hop in there. And my hands are going to get a little dirty putting them in here. Okay, my pan's heating up nice. So I'm gonna take the burger. My hands will get a little dirty. That's okay, I'm gonna place it in there. Come on over here. Pick up that burger. You have to throw it in there. Just place it in and let it kind of roll down like that. Great, okay, so there you go. All right, now my hand's dirty, this plate's dirty. So I'm just gonna put the plate here. And I'm gonna wash my hand again. So now I'm going to borrow a timer from my cameraman who has a timer. And I'm going to set a timer for watching my burgers here. Because for the most part, they're just to cook. Can I have your timer?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to set a timer. I want to cook on each side. I'm going to say 6 minutes on each side. So I'm going to...
I'll go too.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to go to 6 minutes here. I'm at start. Okay. So I'm timing that for 6 minutes. Okay. All right. And if you come on over here, okay, you can look right in here. You can see I'm already sizzling in here. Got a good little sizzle going on. Now, it isn't a bad idea to have a lid for this too. I think I might have a lid for this frying pan. It's not absolutely necessary. They're gonna start to cook right as it is. It's not a terrible idea to have a lid. Let me see if I have a lid for this one. I do have the lid, okay. So that lid's good because it'll keep it from sort of spitting out sort of any fat when it cooks onto my counter. But it's also really good because when I go to put my cheese on later, it's gonna melt a little better, and it's actually gonna cook inside a little better too. So those are good reasons to have a lid. You don't have to have a lid for yours. It's fine if you don't, but it's also good to have. Now, while that cooks, because I've got like 5 minutes for that, a little more, you know, I can put my remaining burger away, and I'm just gonna put a little wrap on that. Where's my wrap? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Thank you. Okay, that's sealed up nice, going in the fridge. Okay. All right, so what's happening right now in my kitchen and hopefully in yours? Our burgers are cooking on one side. We cook them for 6 minutes on one side. We're kind of about 3 minutes in on there, and we'll flip them. What's also happening in the kitchen is inside my oven, you can stay right there, inside my oven, the French fries are cooking, and they've got, right now, they say about 17 minutes left, okay? So we're doing just fine. You know, the French fries are gonna cook longer than it takes for the burgers to cook. So we're doing just fine. And when the timer beeps on this, we're gonna flip our burgers and then reset our timer again. And finally, when the burgers are just about done, we're gonna put some slice of cheese on there and let it melt onto the burger, and then we have our rolls waiting for us, okay? And we'll need a couple plates when we're done with our meat to get set up. So those can be there.
You might want to turn my ringer on.
It's not on?
No.
How do I turn your ringer on?
Flick the switch above the
this one
volume
here?
button, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right. And while I'm waiting, I can get my burger rolls out. And mine are already cut, which is nice. Most burger rolls are, but sometimes you have to cut them to make sure they're ready when you are. So that one's all set. Good. Okay. All right. So my burgers are ready to go. I'm just gonna get my cheese. I mean, it's a good chance to prep this stuff. You seem like you're really far away over there. It's a good chance to prep this stuff while things are cooking. It's not super urgent. Okay. 2 slices of cheese, so they're ready. When the time comes to put them on, they're ready and waiting for me. And I can put this away as well, back in the fridge. Okay, so time-wise, okay, the next thing that's gonna happen in about 40 seconds, our timer goes off, and then I'm gonna flip my burgers. Come on over and take a look at them. Just sort of sizzling away in there, right? Excellent. And we're gonna let them cook. And then the exciting part comes when the flipping happens. It's very exciting. But then you flip them and cook them on the other side. And then it's this easy to make burgers and French fries. All right, so there's our timer. It's going off. I'm gonna hit repeat on that. So I set a timer again. Okay, let me pause that. I'll take care of that in a second. All right, because this is the exciting part. Now I'm a righty, so I switched the handle over to my left side. I'm going to take the lid off. Now, with my right hand, I'm going to slip the spatula, and I like to kind of do it toward the handle because it's got a good handle on it there. So I'm going to slip the spatula under the burger and lift it up. There's no rush here, okay? But you do want to turn it in kind of a quick way to kind of make sure it flips. So you can kind of give it the flip like that, okay? And then I reach to the second one here, slide my spatula under it, okay? And I give that a flip also. There you go. Now let them get cooking. All right. All right, and then my spatula over here. Okay. And then I'm going to take this and reset my timer for 6 minutes. Okay. And I'm going to put the lid back on here. And let those burgers cook away right in there. And that's it. Burgers are cooking. French fries are in the oven. French fries, they have 12 more minutes going. And everything's going just fine.
Do you want me to pause it or should we just keep going?
No, just keep going. Pausing it would mess up the timing and everything. So I'm ready to go. So while I'm sitting here, I am going to wash that burger plate. I got some blood on.
Should I come over there?
No, you can stay right there. It's not super exciting. A little soap, a little sponge. Clean up that plate that had the burger on it. And while I'm here, I can put other things in the dishwasher. Keep everything nice and clean. Stay close to my cooking. Come in close, we can have a look at my burgers. With a few minutes left on them. Okay, they're sizzling away. Okay, they're cooking. And as they cook, they're shrinking down a little bit because they're cooking off the fat. All that grease is fat coming out of the burgers. But we're going to keep on cooking while they sit there. Timing on this. I've got 3 more minutes on this side. When the 3 minutes is over, then we're going to flip them one more time and put cheese on them, let the cheese melt, and then we'll be ready to take them off of out of the frying pan. That is our plan. But while I have a minute, I'm going to get myself a quick drink. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Ice cubes everywhere. About a minute left. Sizzling away here. It's starting to look like real burgers and everything. And they're just sizzling in the heat. We're gonna let them. And when the time comes, we'll flip them and put cheese on there. Okay, things are about to get exciting. Alright, that's my timer. Okay, so I'm going to take my lid off. And I'm going to flip them. So the same technique. I actually like to kind of, like I said, hold the handle here and even kind of go under it toward my hand. And give it a quick flip. Slide this one around. Go under it, and give it a flip. Okay, excellent. And now, I'm going to put cheese on them. Let's see. And actually, my cheese is a little bigger than my burger. So I'm going to break the cheese down a little bit. And just go on there maybe in a couple stacks like that. Same thing with this one. Break the cheese down a little. There we go there. Now, I'm going to put my lid back on there. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn the burner off. I know I have cheese on there, but there's plenty of heat in there, and I'm going to turn the dial on my burner to off. So the heat on this is turned off, okay? And I'm just gonna watch actually till my cheese is nice and melted on here. And then once I feel like it's good and melted, I'll take them off and put them onto my burger rolls here. Okay, and I get those ready to go into. Okay. According to my timer there, I got about 4 minutes left on my French fries, so it's coming together on pretty good timing here. Come on in and we'll take a look at our burgers. And take that lid off there. And you can see the cheese melted just fine even though I turned off the burner. I'm going to scoop under that, right? I'm going to lift it right up. I'm going to place that burger on the roll, okay? Second one, I'm going to hold the handle, scoop right under it, lift it right up. There's no rush. And I'm going to place that on the roll. And I try and slide my spatula out from under it there. Okay. And now, this is ready to be cleaned. Okay. So, you take this over here. And that can cool down. I'm going to clean up my spatula because in a few minutes, I'm going to use my spatula to get my French fries off the tray. So, kind of clean that up. Try that off. All right. Now, just gonna make a little room on my work surface for my French fries are going to come up here so I can put them onto my plate here. I'll put this towel down. So I take the sheet pan. I put it on the counter. I don't want it to hit the counter directly because it'd be too hot for it. So I put that towel down, and that'll kind of take a lot of the heat away. Let's see, I've got a few minutes over here. I'm gonna put a little ketchup on my burger while I'm waiting. I like my burger with ketchup and mayonnaise on it. Oh. You can also put tomato or lettuce on your burger. That's all good too. But that comes to each person's individual taste. So do what you like on your burger there. Put that in there. Cut that in half. Let's see how we did on the inside. See, it's nice and cooked in there. Nice and cooked burger. Okay, so there's our burger. All right. And momentarily, our French fries should be ready. We're getting close. It says 30 seconds on the French fries. So we'll be ready momentarily. Let me get my pot. I'm gonna need pot holders for this because when it beeps, I'm gonna turn off the oven, have my pot holders on, open the oven, and take that sheet pan out, but I don't want it to touch my skin. So come on around this way. Okay, so 8 seconds. All right. That's my timer. First things first, I'm gonna turn off my timer, but I'm gonna turn off my stove. My stove is off, the burner's off, we're done cooking. Pot holder's on. I'm gonna open that up. I'm gonna take my French fries out. Go over here with them. Okay. And then, let's see, I keep one on here. And then I'm gonna scoop up my French fries. Put them on here with my burger. Okay, and we are good to go. There we go. There's the meal. Burger and French fries. Enjoy.